else to talk about today. Like, share, let your people know that you are on Girl Get Your Mind Right today, honey. And you guys, okay, yep. So it might be a delay. That's why I'm asking over and over again. So you guys have to mind. It's just excuse me. Pay me no mind. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I won't take up your entire evening. But hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Girl Get Your Mind Right. I am Shantae B. That's me, your neighborhood hope dealer. Tonight's topic I wanted to talk about is why do we let other people's opinions make us a prisoner of our own lives? Meaning, why do we care so much about what other people think? But I'll tell you guys where this all stemmed from. So this weekend, I was able to go see Girls Trip with my girls. I'm not gonna tell y'all the movie, so don't start like getting me like, I'm not gonna do that. But just watching the movie, it made me realize a few things, and I was just talking to my sisters and my friends because that's what I do. I talk a lot. And I was, hi everybody, thanks for joining. I see we're coming on in. But I noticed one of the common issues within the movie, within my life, within my friends' lives, and just people that I know, and when I just talk with other people, the things that they tell me. And I'll give you guys an example. For instance, with me, I once was a person that was a victim of other people's opinions. But for why? Like, why are we doing that? I want to give you my thoughts, and I want to hear your thoughts and what you think about it. So a little background history for me. Once upon a time, and we'll just do different stages. If you're just tuning in for the first time, 9 times out of 10, we just starting. I, kind of introduce myself. I talk about the topic, and then I break it down from relationships to work, and we just kind of go from there. But I want to know, at what point do you realize that your happiness and what you deserve is more important than someone else's opinion? So I know for me, I used to care about what people thought so much. So I was in a relationship with someone. I was actually married, and I was unhappy. I wasn't happy in the marriage. I knew that. Like, we were no longer compatible. We can do other things together, but in regards to a relationship, we couldn't be together. But because I was afraid of other people's thoughts in regards to, oh, you're not being with this person because of this, or oh, this, or oh, you should do this, I stayed a lot longer than I should have stayed. And I just had to realize that what I wanted for myself and my happiness was what was more important. Like, my friends and my family that really support me and that are there for me are still going to support me whether I'm with this person or not. And it took some years. And I don't want, like, the point of this is, if you're currently going through this situation, or if you know someone that's going through a situation or anything, I just want you to know that don't drag it out. Like, it doesn't have to be dragged out. It's very simple. Walking away can be scary, but you can do it. Tap into your girl power and do what you need to do. I would like to know, let me see who I have on here. I have Sherette. I can't see the other people. Sorry that I keep putting you on blast, Sherette. Hi, Sally. Thanks for joining. The topic today is, why do we let other people's opinion make us a prisoner of our own lives? And the question that I have for you guys is, at what point do you realize that your happiness and what you deserve is more important than other people's opinions? I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, or know someone who has experienced it, but I see that, even like I say, within myself, a common thing is fear, and you're afraid of, for one, you're comfortable. Let's say that. Even though you're uncomfortable in the situation, we're going to use relationships first. Even though you may be uncomfortable in the relationship because you are used to, that's just what you know. You get what I'm saying? You sometimes stay in a situation that's not healthy for you. As I shared with the viewers a little before, I was in a relationship that I was unhappy in, but because I was afraid of what other people would think or what they would say, I didn't leave. Like, it took for me to go through and get to my limit, because everybody got their limit, to say, hey, enough is enough, I'm done with this, and walk away. Oh, and just, it doesn't mean you don't love someone just because you can't be with them. Know that. Like, people tend to think like, oh, like you can love someone but not be with them. Just because you love somebody don't mean y'all gotta be together. Just, that's a whole nother topic. We'll get to that another day. But I kind of want to hear your thoughts. Has anyone in a relationship felt that they stayed in a relationship or something because of just, they were either comfortable or because of what other people thought? Like, and I want you guys to be honest. No, I hear crickets at this point. I need y'all to respond. I want to hear your thoughts and be honest. This is a place for us to just be honest and grow with each other. I say, as for me, it took a lot of years. I don't want people to waste their years. You can't get your time back. And I mean, it's not a waste if you learn from it, but if you don't learn from it, I want you to kind of realize and love yourself and know that the people who love you, they'll be okay with whatever choices you make. You know what I mean? Because your support system, the people that love you, should support you regardless of whatever you decide to do. So that's kind of some of the key components that I wanted to talk about tonight, because sometimes we stay in situations or we do things a lot longer because of, we're afraid of what other people think. Hi, Missy. Thanks for joining. And guys, share the live as we're in live, because I want to reach a lot of people and just see what they're thinking. And so for the people that are on now, no one has experienced this. So you guys have never experienced you guys have never experienced being in a situation a lot longer than you need it to be because of other people's opinions. And sometimes maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, what someone is going to say directly, but you just feel like a guilt or feel guilty or something. No one has ever experienced that before. Okay. So, Missy, my question to you would be, at what point did you realize that your happiness and what you deserve was more important than the other people's opinions? Sharette said it happened to her and she didn't want to look stupid. Like, I just got with this guy and I'm already ready to end it. Yes, that's another thing. But girl, bye. Don't nobody care. If you're not, you know. Hi, Shamari. Thanks for joining. I think that's a common problem with a lot of us women. Yeah. She said that all her family had met the guy. She got with a guy. And she was ready to end it. Like, she moved a little fast and introduced him to everybody. And now she's like, I don't even like his ass no more. So am I stuck with him? No, I knew what you meant. Yeah, so I definitely understand that, because I wasn't necessarily, not the person that I told you about previously, you guys, but I was in a different relationship. And I realized that we weren't compatible, that we wanted different things, and that I don't even let people meet my family, for one. And I let this person meet my family, and after the fact, I'm like, I don't want to be with him anymore. So I'm like, this nigga that made my family. So irritated. But because of my previous experience, I was just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, we either gonna be together or we not. Like, my family love me. If y'all love him, y'all gonna be with him. I'm just let's see, what did they say? Hold on. Just a moment. When that small inner voice wouldn't let me rest. I once heard it, let peace be your determining factor. Yeah, you should let peace be your determining factor. Because as I say, I think sometimes we get comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Hi, Roberta. Thanks for joining. I think we get comfortable with being uncomfortable, meaning we're just comfortable with the situation. We're afraid of change and not doing something else. Let's see. She said, but I had to leave. He didn't take care of his kids. I couldn't be with a man who didn't hold down their kids. Very true. And that's good that you noticed that, because that's another topic for girl, get your mind right. Like, how you with a whole man that don't take care of his kids? Girl, anywho, yeah, let's stay focused. Focus, because you guys know I will get off topic. And I guess for me, the next question would be in regards to work. So, I hear a lot of people say, I've even just spoken with someone that has a 9 to 5. They're excellent at their job. They do a great job. They don't have a degree, but they do their manager's job. They do everything that the manager needs them doing more. They do everything, but they refuse. And it's not refuse. They feel like they're like, well, I don't want to apply for this position, because they'll be like, well, you don't even have your bachelor's degree. You're not qualified. And I'm talking to her and I'm like, you are definitely qualified because you have the experience. My biggest thing is, all someone can do is tell you no. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say about you. Don't be afraid. Hi, Shani. Don't be afraid to take that next step in life because of other people's opinions, because little do we know, we start letting everyone else's opinion affect how we move, and we become a prisoner. And I say a prisoner because you're not happy with your current situation. It's just your current situation, and sometimes we're like, well, this is what's happening right now, so we'll just stay inside. But yeah, so she refuses, I'm not going to say she refuses to apply for that promotion. I'm like, you need to apply for that promotion. You need to do what you need to do to get more money. You're doing the work. You're qualified. You don't need you don't need for them. Let them tell you no. You don't beat yourself up and say, hey, because I don't have my degree, that I'm not qualified for this position. A lot of times people have the experience, but they don't have the education. And some employers will still let you do your job and pay you for it. But if you never ask, it's not going to happen. So I said that to say to my 9 to 5 people, whatever it may be, or even if you want to birth a business. So many people thought I was crazy when I decided to be an entrepreneur. I went from having a 9 to 5 steady income to saying, hey, I'm going to open my own business. No insurance, no steady income, none of that. And it's scary. But when you're walking in your purpose and you're doing what you want to do, it'll work out. It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it in the long while. So don't get comfortable in what you're doing and be like, oh, I'm not going to open that business, or I'm not going to apply for that promotion, because you're afraid of other people's opinion or the rejection around you. You understand what I'm saying? Let's see, risk taking. Yes, it's definitely a risk taker. Gotta take risks. Let's see. What other questions did I have? So with work, cannot be complacent in your current. Very true. You cannot be complacent in your current situation. Not at all. But the topic of the night is letting other people's opinion of you make you a prisoner of your life. Like, I know people that I know entrepreneurs, I will say. I know entrepreneurs that are afraid to start over. Like you guys, for the most part, the people that follow me, I birthed several businesses. If it didn't work, guess what? It didn't work. On to the next thing. Failure, it's scary, but you can't have success without failure. It's kind of like give and take. You know what I mean? You can't have one without the other. Don't let other people's opinions stop you from doing what you want to do. Whether it's relationship wise, whether it's work wise, whatever it is. Why do you think that? And this is for you, LaShondra. Why do you feel step out on faith? Definitely. Step out on faith and don't care about other people's opinions. Why do you think it is that people care so much about other people's opinions? Why do you think it stops you from making the decisions that you want to make in life? I guess I should ask that. Because, my support team has always been has always been great, to be honest. They've always supported what I've done. But for certain situations, like the first situation when I told you when I felt like I was a prisoner due to my ex, um, it was more so I was afraid of change. I was changing and I didn't want, at that point in my life, I didn't understand that change was okay. So for me, I was trying to, I don't want to say dumb myself down, but I was trying to not grow, because essentially that's what I was doing. I was just growing. So that was no longer conclusive to what was good for me and my health. And I was just afraid that the people around me would be like, oh, because you're doing this, you think you're better, or, you think this or that. And I had to get that out of my mindset. Like, it's not about that. And the thing about it is, like, the people around me should want me to change. They should want me to change for the better, I should say. Let's see, Missy says society tells us we should live a certain way. Very true. Very true. That definitely coincides with that. Even with the relationships. Let's see. And also with being an entrepreneur. Let's see. Lysandra says, regardless if it's family, friends, or whatever, it's just like you're stuck in not pleasing for their sake instead of doing what God has for yourself. True. That's another thing, too. That's another topic for another day for Girl Get Your Mind Right. Just walking in your purpose and doing what you know you should be doing. I used to be victim of being a people pleaser. I still want to make all my loved ones very happy, but I had to learn that I have to do what's best for myself and my children as well, and kind of find a balance, and tell people no, because when you don't tell people no, they'll continue to ask and ask and ask. Let's see. I'm going through this right now. I'm a prayer warrior and love praying for people. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Let me see, because Sherette made a very good statement, but it went past so fast I couldn't see what she said. Give me just a moment. Try to pull up the comments. But yeah, it's just it's like two sides to this. We become prisoners of what others people's opinions. 9 times out of 10, I know for me it was people that I cared about. Like strangers, I really didn't care about what they thought, but I really was conscious of what my inner circle thought. You know what I mean? And those were the opinions that mattered the most to me. But I had to grow and realize that they love me and they're going to walk with me through whatever journey it is that I choose to take. Whether it was staying with that man, staying with that job, starting this business, whatever it may be, they're going to support you, at least the ones that are really for you. Okay, I got it now. So Sherette said sometimes the person who has the opinion on someone else's life are the people we value a lot, so we become the prisoner because we don't want to let them down as well. That's very, very true. So Wynell, the topic of today is why do we let other people's opinions make us a prisoner of our own lives? I feel like we stay in relationships. I feel like we stay in positions in our job, or I feel like as an entrepreneur, I feel like you're afraid to do the next thing because of someone else's opinion. And if we cared less, and not in a bad way, but in a healthy, good way, because everything you need balance, but care less about other people's opinions and just went for it, we can just go to higher heights. And I'm just trying to find out the reasons why we do what we do. I like to know how your mind works, and I'm here to help everybody get their mind right as I'm learning to get mine right, and I'm just sharing with you what's worked for me and what I've known to be true. But yes, Sherette, that's what, in regards to what you were saying, it is someone that we don't want to let people down and different things like that. But what I've learned to realize is seriously, the people that love you and that genuinely care about your well-being will support whatever it is that you're doing. And to be a little more like, so it's not so broad. I'm speaking about relationships, whether it's unhealthy relationships, whether friendships or companionships. Like, some people stay in these unhealthy relationships because they're so afraid of what everyone else will say, or, oh, we're doing it for the kids, or, oh, we're doing it for these reasons, when in reality you need to do what's best for you, and not care so much about, if you feel that that's what you should do, then do it. But if you find yourself in a situation and you're worried about what everyone else is going to think, no, I don't live my life like that anymore. I stopped living my life like that some years ago. Hi Sheena, thanks for joining. We have to do things, for one, we have to pray about them. Pray about whatever it may be. But when you find yourself unhappy and comfortable being uncomfortable, we got to kind of move it around and do something different. And I'm saying this because we shouldn't be, especially from our sisters, especially from our friends, our family, you know, and this is just to raise awareness. I even had to check myself. Once upon a time, I used to be very judgmental. And it got to a point where my friends were going through things and they didn't want to tell me because of my response. So it's something, you know, it's just learned behavior. It's something that I had to learn as well. And I say that to say, on one side, you know, pray about it and make the decisions that you need to do. Do not become a prisoner of other people's opinions. Like, do what's best for you and just go for it. But be ready to put in that work, because it's not going to be easy. Whether you're leaving a dead-end relationship, a dead-end job, you're closing a business and starting a new business, whatever it is, it needs to be conclusive to you and what you're doing. And it needs to, you need to be ready to put in that work. On the flip side of it, for the friends and the family, don't lose sight of who you are by putting your focus on others. Everyday life is a learning process, and like you said, pray about everything. Yes, April. But on the flip side of it, and I guess that'll be another topic, but it kind of goes hand in hand with this, we need to reevaluate and ask ourselves too, are we truly supportive of our friends and family? Our friends and family need to be able to come to us. Are we open? Can they talk to us? Do they feel like we're judging them? Sorry about that. Do they feel like we're judging them? Like, a lot of people stay in situations because, or even don't tell their people closest to them, is because they're afraid of being judged. No one likes to be judged. Should you care about someone else's opinion? No, but that's easier said than done. You understand what I'm saying? It took me years to get to this. I value my friends and family opinion, especially the ones that I know have my best interests. But once upon a time, and not even on purpose, not intentionally, sometimes our friends and family don't have our best interests. They're thinking about selves. Because sometimes people can see you here, but not here, if that makes sense. That's the truth. Oh, thank you, April. But yeah, so, you know, I guess I want to say, just for those who are either dealing with this, or, you know, we got some more people on. Nobody really believes in people anymore. Oh my God, and I'm trying to change that. I don't want people to feel like that. No one believes in people anymore. Because I believe in you guys. Some people I don't even know on here, I'm rooting for you. Like, ask anyone. I want everybody to win. I want us all to win. Hi, Shirley. We all can definitely win, and we need to change that. That's why I started this Girl Get Your Mind Right movement. I'm trying to help us get our mind right. I'm trying to help us become more self-aware and live in our truth and love on each other. Hi, Naima. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Warnell said, I have learned over the years, try to learn individuals. Once you learn their habits or even what they're going through, you then realize it's not you. You have to take people for who they are. Sometimes it's not even against you. It's something they're dealing with. It takes time to learn that. But when you do, when you know you did the best you can, then you tend to keep moving without any grudges. Oh my God, the like I'm super liking that right now. It's very true. That's another thing too. One of the best things I could have learned in life, that it's 9 times out of 10, it's never about you. It's all about that person and what they're going through. So I'm learning to be more selfless myself. It's not always about you. So know that when people are judging you, or when people are, it's because they're in their own box and they're dealing with whatever it is that they're dealing with. Let's see. April said, or people don't want you to get ahead of them in any way. It's a room. Yes, it's enough room for all of us. It definitely is. It definitely is. So I've gotten, someone said, when they perspective on what, Naima? I'm sorry. I get you. It just depends on how you're looking at it. Sorry. Had a little blind moment. Excuse me. Let's see. We must identify the root of every situation. Very true. Nothing is personal. Very true. Very true. Good stuff, guys. So I had one person say peace. When you find inner peace within yourself. But what point do you, I want to hear from some other people, what point do you realize that your happiness and what you deserve are more important than other people's opinions? Or when do you decide to just, I mean, like I said, I reached my limit, and I realized that it wasn't about everyone else with me with that relationship. It was about me and doing what was best for me. I refused to be unhappy any longer just because everyone thought I should be this way, or everybody thought I was going to think that I was better, or whatever it may have been. I'm like, well, if that's what it's going to be, I guess I think I'm better, and I'm moving right along. Hi, Rashad. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So with work, as I said, with work, just even being in corporate America, like sometimes it's not your peers. Sometimes it's the people that you're working with, your coworkers, that I'm realizing from just speaking with different people. They feel as if they're not qualified. Well, their work shows that they're qualified, but because they're not doing something that they feel, or their boss feels is what is affecting my well-being. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, when it's affecting my well-being. My apologies. Yeah, when something is affecting your well-being, you definitely need to move around. It's that simple. I mean, it's as simple as it sounds. Move around. Those who are for you will be for you, and if they're not, they kind of gotta go. But yeah, with work, or either, like I say, with being an entrepreneur, I feel like when it comes to that, outside of relationships, you need to just do, like I say, it's all about tuning to, I'm trying to tell y'all to meditate again, I know, but pray and just listen. You know what you need to do. Walk out on faith and just do it, whether it's out of that unhealthy relationship, stepping out on faith and doing a job, or whatever it may be. Everybody thought I was crazy as hell. Like, you finna do what? You finna open up a store? You know nothing. Girl, all you know about is shopping. How you finna do that? Guess what? Hey, Rhonda, thanks for joining. I did it. I knew nothing about it. I did the work. I did my research. I did it, and I'm currently still. I'm a lifetime learner. Thanks for joining us, Dominique. So you just have to put in the work and be ready to step out on faith and believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing. What we don't realize is sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. We say we believe in ourselves, but you don't. You say you love yourself, but you really don't, because you value other people's opinion more than you value your own. Your opinion is the best opinion. April, Faith Walk, I'm happy for you. Thank you. Let's see. April said, when you let go of everything that is weighing you down, when you get tired of being sick and tired, you'll get it together, and everything takes time. Nothing can change overnight. That's very true. Nothing can change overnight. But I know some people, they're not tired. They're not tired of being tired. They like doing the same thing. Let's see. I love that. Lifetime winner. That's a nugget. Thank you. Rashad said, you lose friends, family, and people close to you when you're stepping out on faith. Rashad, yes. And that's a whole nother testimony for another day. But yes, unfortunately, when you start walking in your purpose, and when you start doing what you want to do, and stop like letting other people's opinions make you a prisoner, people don't like that. People don't like it, and unfortunately sometimes it is the people closest to you. But once again, they don't even realize that it's nothing personal to you. It's what they're dealing with within themselves, and that's the way it comes out, unfortunately. And that's what I had to learn. It took a while for me to learn it, but that's what I had to learn. Like, it really wasn't even about you, because sometimes we'll ask ourselves like, why? I agree with Rashad 100. So true. Sometimes we'll ask ourselves why, or we'll start to blame ourselves. No, you don't have to do that. As long as you know you did everything, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, whatever ship, because ships are supposed to take you places. You're not supposed to be stagnant. When you feel like that ship has come to a halt, and you've done everything that you needed to do, it doesn't matter. Like, Walk away with peace and you'll be fine. Let's see, family and friends attack you harder when you decide to live right. Unfortunately, it's true. But girl, once you learn that, you go so far. So true. So true, Naima. So true. For those who do know me, I'm just like smiling and laughing at this because literally I've walked this. As I said, the topic, why do we let people's opinions make us a prisoner of our own lives? I was once a prisoner because I cared about what everybody thought. When I stopped caring about what people thought, life has been amazing for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I have but they mind. It's not because of I'm stuck in something because of someone else's opinion. And I've lost family and friends closest to me because of the decisions I chose. You understand? So I'm not just talking this, I'm living it. Let's see. When people don't understand your success and change or why you're changing, they tend to become jealous or they hate. That's true too. But I think I can speak from personal opinion. I think that they just don't understand. You know what I mean? People can only meet you at their level of understanding. So if they don't understand what you're doing, they're like, and they're resistant. And it starts to show, and it may come off as jealousy or hate or envy. You know what I mean? I truly don't believe that. Now some of them, they have felt that way for a long time, and that's when you just realize, who's for you and who's not. But I truly believe that a lot of times your loved ones don't mean to come off that way. Unfortunately, they can only meet you at their level of understanding, and that's why I tell people it's so important to you got that whole no new friends thing. That's bull. That's bull. You need to surround yourself with people who are doing better than you, people who are like-minded, because you'll need someone to turn to. You know what I mean? If you're the smartest person in your circle, you got to get a new circle, boo. It's cool to be the encourager, but who's encouraging you? You kind of understand what I'm saying? But I truly believe that some people can only meet you at their level of understanding. So I don't even necessarily, you do have those that are truly jealous or that hating or whatever, but some people, it's not even that deep for them. Some people, they just don't understand. Let's see, family be the first to have a bad opinion on your life when you're striving for the best. Unfortunately, sad but true. And see, that's why I'm doing these, because I just want to flip the script and change things, like, especially, for everybody. For everybody. But we just got to do better and love on each other and help each other grow, man. When I tell you I live by that, I live by it. We too busy. We got so many other people trying to tear us down and stop us from doing what we need to do. We have to empower and help one another. And that's what these Girl Get Your Mind Right sessions, and they not just for women. That was just the name I came up with for me and my friends. Like, girl, get your mind right. Stop playing with me. So, fellas, you feel more, tune in. Don't shy away. So, let's see. Ooh, this is getting good. I'm liking this. Rashad says your success makes them reflect on their own situation and allow them to be happy for you in your face and not really understanding the struggle you go through to get, man, you better preach in here. I'm sorry. Understanding the struggle you go through to get where you fought to get. Yes. That's so true, Rashad. Like, it's crazy because what I find in this entrepreneurship journey of mine, just in life general, just with me being happy. Like, people get mad that you're happy. Like, why are you mad? It's not fake. I'm really happy. I really do want to help other people. Like, I done heard people say, no, that's not real. Like, no one wants to help others. No, I really do want to help others. I want to see my people eat. I want to see us win. And it's not just me. Like, I be happy. It's people that I see on social media. I'm rooting for them and I don't even know them, but I just love success. Like, it's enough for everybody. And the thing about it is, a lot of people want to be a boss, but they don't want to put in the work. They don't understand that it's hard work, and they get mad at you when you can do the work. That's another topic, y'all. Let's stay on topic. Let's see. Wanell says, what happens is they don't understand why your blessings are coming through faster than theirs, so they tend to turn away, and that's when jealousy or envy kicks in, and jealousy can be very true. Where is the, I can like. Look, I'm like, where is the like? I just wish it was a love button right now. That's very true. It's very, 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 very true. They don't understand, especially when you're kind of walking the same walk or doing some of the same things, or even if you're not. You just have to. The most important thing is to self-check yourself and do what's best. Do what's best for you, and you yourself make sure that, because I self-check, so I'm not just giving this advice. I'm like, okay, was that mean as hell? Did I say that? Did that come off right? Like after my last live, I realized that I said last week like my boss friends, but I meant like my friends that are their own bosses. I didn't say that to make my friends that have 9 to 5s make them feel anyway. So sometimes we're just moving a little quicker and don't mean things. Hold on, let's see. Say that want to be a boss but don't want to put in the work. Yes, Kimberly. Want to be the boss but don't want to put in the work. Dominique says they also get so mad because you refuse to lose what you built for you and your family because you don't want to engage in negativity. Yes, it's crazy, but people get mad at you when you want to live right, when you don't want to engage in the BS. And I mean, that's fine if that's what you choose to do, but because I'm choosing to do something different, you feel some type of way. I don't understand, but it's not for me to understand, and that's what we need to realize. Like when people are doing things towards us, it's never for you to understand, because they can only meet you at their level of understanding. You don't understand because that's not the type of person you are. You built different. You cut from a different cloth. Let's see. We all can win, but it's what you want out of life. What you put out is what you will get in return. Okay, very true. See, y'all making us go to a whole nother topic. Hi, Dominique. Thanks for joining us. To get back on track, because we can talk about I'm going to talk about that. We're going to have a whole segment about it because it's real and we need to address it. I think we don't address it, and we're so quick to say, another thing, we're just so quick to either not want to hurt our friends or families. Where's the offering plate? Right? I know. We're so quick because we're afraid to lose people. We once again become a prisoner of our own lives. We stun our own growth. I don't want you to do that. Stop stunning your growth and becoming a prisoner of your life because the people around you are not embracing your growth. They're not trying to help you get to that next level. Let's see. A lot of people don't have the faith to invest in themselves. Being a boss, an entrepreneur, means that you have faith in yourself and faith in the process. You believe in even when no one else does. Where is the love button again? Rashad is on here dropping these jewels, honey. You have to believe in you even when no one else does. Very, very true. And that's one of my biggest, one of the jewels that I wanted to leave you guys with today. Like, you know, I know you guys get on here like, yeah, she talking it. No, I've lived it. I'm still living it. I check myself all the time. Like I say, I value your opinion, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do in a positive direction, if that makes sense. I'm not going to become a prisoner of your opinion and stop doing what Rashad is so on point. Yes, very much so. He is, Kimberly. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, and you can't stop doing what you're doing or having faith in yourself because of other people's opinions. Also, you have to believe in yourself and just step out on faith. A lot of times, too, we use people's opinions as an excuse. Sometimes you have gifts that God has blessed you with, and we're just sitting on them being so disrespectful. My friend just wrote about this. She has a blog, and stop being disrespectful to God. Seriously. Sometimes we have these gifts that we... I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. But sometimes we have these gifts that God has given us, and because we're so afraid of everyone else's opinions, we don't birth them. Like, girl, get your mind right. If you guys have followed me or known me, you have probably saw me saying this. This has been my name on social media for so long, and I was supposed to do what I'm doing now. It's probably been about 10 years, and I finally decided, like, enough is enough. And it wasn't because of other people's opinions. I was just like, it was, because I was like, well, people, like, girl, get your mind right. What will they say about that? No, I'm not changing it. It's girl, get your mind right, because that's what we finna do. Get our mind together and get this shit going. Excuse my French. Sorry. I curse sometimes, so y'all gonna have to deal with me. I'm not always politically correct, but know that it's, you know, coming from a good place. But yeah, but I just start seeing so much. I'm seeing so many friendships and relationships and just different things happening, and I'm not liking it. So I'm like, I'm gonna talk about it, and people are gonna tune in. I can't be the only one feeling this way. I'm having these conversations with my friends, and we just like, what is going on in this world? Let's see. Thank you, April. Mel said, affects my feelings, and that was when I realized my worth and faith in myself. God will never give you more than you can bear, so just learn to trust Him. He is the only one. And when we say we believe in Him, we have to fully take that into account. Let go and let God and mean it. Very true, Mel. That's just that faith. You have to have faith, and you have to walk out on faith. And like I say, your true supporters, friends or family, they're gonna support you in whatever decision you make. And the ones that don't, they don't, and that's okay too. You need to be okay with the ones that don't, and that's what we struggle with the most. We try to sometimes we'll ask God to remove people out of our lives, and as He's trying to remove them, we're trying to hold on to them. We got to stop doing that. Let's see. Kimberly said, first time on tonight, and I have really enjoyed the topic, and we'll definitely. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Yes, every Monday, 8 p.m. I typically post the topic the day before or the day of, because, as I say, my mind's always going. I'm having these conversations with my friends. I'm like, hey, we need to get them out. Sometimes I'll have a guest on here. And we're just gonna talk and try to enlighten one another, empower one another. You know, maybe you don't have anyone that you can talk to or empower you, or maybe, you know, whatever it may be. I want to help get your mind right and uplift you or empower you, or any way I can offer great words of encouragement. Have me as a guest next time. Yes, Rashad, we're gonna get you on here. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see. Sherette said, I don't even want nobody to love me no more. I'd rather have people believe in me. It seems like the people who claim they love you be the ones with negative opinions. Jeez.